Hello, welcome everyone. This is Mompreneurs to Millionaires. Today we are talking about how to get more clients. Tell me below who could use more clients. Yes, this is why we are in business. We are here to make money. We are here to get clients. If you need more clients for your business, then stick around. We are definitely going to talk about how to get more clients. So I'm going to share my 3 easy ways how to get more clients, as well as how to use Facebook groups. So I'm going to share my secret sauce, my 5-step framework on how to get Facebook groups working for your clients, for you, and to get more clients. So tell me below, have you been posting and hoping? Do you feel like you are stuck in a cycle of, I'm just going to post on social media and put my content out there and hope it lands on the right person? Right? Tell me below, have you been posting and hoping? This is such, you're not alone, right? I feel like so many entrepreneurs get stuck in this cycle. I'm going to post and hope. I heard I need to be more consistent, so I'm going to do more posting. Tell me below if you also have heard consistency means more posting, right? If your content is not working, do not do more of it, right? It's not about more. That's not going to fix the problem. More content is not going to get you clients magically, right? It is not about doing more of what's not working. All right, so we're going to talk about it. Let me know if you're on the live. Just type live below, or let me know if you're watching on the replay. Just say replay below. I'd love to know who's coming in the day of and who's checking me out afterwards. Great, thanks for sticking around. So, like I said, I'm going to share more about my 3 ways to get clients, as well as my 5 secret sauce framework for Facebook groups. But first, thanks so much to everyone who voted. I put out a poll every week in my group on what topics we should talk about. So let me know if you have a topic that is a burning question for your business that keeps you up at night or is holding you back in your business. You feel like if I could just have a little bit of training, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of access to a certain strategy, let's talk about it. Tell me below if you feel like there's a question, a platform, a situation that you could use some help on. Tell me below. And I love asking this, do you feel like leads is harder or sales? Tell me below, leads or sales. Which one is harder for you? I feel like most businesses are at some place on this. If you're kind of a little bit further at the beginning, it may be harder to get leads. Then the next step is sales, right? So if you feel like you're getting a healthy amount of leads coming in, it's about that conversion, right? And I would never call a follower a lead. A like is not a lead. You need people to take action. A lead is someone who has actually shown interest and has taken action in your business. Signed up for your newsletter, DM'd you, said yes to something, someone who has actually taken action. Someone who just says, love this, great job, or thumbs up, right? To me, that is not a lead. You need to know how interested they are. Do they have this problem that you offer the solution for? And do they think you can get them results? That's really the key. All right, so thanks so much to everyone who voted. I know you are a go-getter. This is for go-getters. You are here to get a little nugget for your business. You are here to get solutions. You are here to move your business forward. So I invite you to put on your abundance crown. I call it a crown because you are a goddess. Everyone has a goddess within. You have far more power than you think, for sure. So put on that abundance crown. And to me, abundance means that all things are possible. Everything you want in life, everything is possible, but you have the power to change. It is up to you. It is up to your mindset. It is up to your actions. So I don't want you to just watch this free video and then move on and not get anything out of it, right? You are here. Your time is limited. You're a go-getter. You're ambitious. I want you to get something out of this. So I invite you to write down 2 things from my video today that inspired you, that is an aha moment, that made you think differently, or something that you're actually going to take action on. So 2 action items that you get from today's video, and I would love to hear them below. You can message me or write them down for your own self, or comment below. I'd love to hear, because I want you to get something out of this, right? It is not about downloading all the free material in the world and that will magically by osmosis move your business forward, right? You have to take action. I often hear this, that DIY, doing it yourself, right? Doing it yourself for your business is the slowest way to fail or success. right? It's the slowest way to get there. Obviously, if you want to fast track your business, by all means, you need to download information from people who have gone before you. And that is not usually with their free content, right? You want to get to the good stuff. You want to get to the juicy stuff. So I definitely believe in using the people that have gone before you, right? Using the knowledge of the people that have made all the mistakes. I always say I made them so that you don't have to, right? I made all the mistakes. I'm here to share my knowledge with you. And I don't want you to waste years like I did. So learn from the people who have gone before you. To me, the biggest thing that I have learned is that coaches use other coaches, right? That is the fastest way to grow your business. So I'm a big proponent of Facebook groups, right? We're going to talk about Facebook groups today, but what I love is that Facebook groups build community. So if you are stuck in that cycle of posting and hoping, it is a little bit of a mind shift to think about content is not converting. Relationships are what actually convert, especially if you are a service provider. If you are a service provider, if you are a coach, and I would even argue products, right? You, especially higher end products, you need to build relationships. Your content is not a click and buy. Notice your own habits, right? Most people are not clicking and buying that thing, right? You've got to warm them up. So we're going to talk all about this today, about the 3 easy steps to get more clients, but definitely be in the headspace of perhaps my content is not doing enough, right? If your content is not converting, it is not about focusing on more content. It is about focusing on connection and building relationships. The quickest way to get paid clients is to build relationships, start conversations, and that's what builds relationships. Those one-on-one conversations is what is going to build genuine relationships that turn into paid clients. So, and the easiest way to do that, I think, is with Facebook groups. So we're going to talk all about that. All right, you are not meant to do this alone, right? You are meant, especially women, we are meant to be in community with each other. You are meant to use the knowledge of other people around you. You're not meant to do this alone, right? We are here together. My big mission in life is that we rise together. If we can all share our knowledge and share access to our resources and support each other along the way, we all move up, right? I'm moving up and I'm bringing you with me. That is always what I like to say. So often if you are afraid of moving forward, right? If you are afraid to try a new strategy, if you are stuck in a rut, it is not about staying in that rut. That's not going to magically move your business forward, right? Like I said, it is up to you. And if you are afraid to change your strategy because you are comfortable in what you are doing, you are not going to move your business forward. It is not about staying in your comfort zone. Your fear is keeping you small, right? If you are afraid to try a new strategy because you're not sure if it will work, but what you're currently doing is not working, for me, it's far scarier to stay in that rut, to stay stuck, than to try something new and give you hope. What if it does work? What if it does work out? What if it all works out, right? It's all working out for you. All right. So I love to talk about mindset, right? I think mindset is everything. If you are at all struggling with fear or limiting beliefs, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I have some really amazing resources. I definitely think book club is one of the best resources. I think getting a new perspective from a stranger, from an author, or a respected, what am I trying to say? A respected someone who's put together something in their, TED Talk, in their book, in their whatever, right? I really think getting an outside perspective is the easiest way to change your mindset, for sure. So to me, mindset is everything. All right, if you are new here, my name is Christina. I have been an entrepreneur forever. Tell me where my babysitter's at. I felt like I was a babysitter, and that was my first little business, right, when I was 12 years old. I feel like I've always been trying to think of a business in, one way or another. But I started my first little Etsy shop back in 2010, and I quickly realized, oh my gosh, the internet is huge, right? You cannot just build it and people will show up, right? Tell me if you thought, if I build it, people will just come, right? Tell me if you believe that. Yeah, it's hard, right? And hence marketing, right? And so back at that little Etsy shop, I found other Facebook groups that had other Etsy shop owners. And that was such a beautiful piece because we could learn from each other, buy from each other, and we grew together. That was such an important part of that little Etsy shop. That was the only thing that started my customers. That was the only thing that started my sales for that little Etsy shop. Because you have to find, right? You cannot just hope. You cannot just build it and they will come. Fast forward to 2014, my husband and I opened a brick and mortar. We opened a bike shop, coffee shop. I love talking about the bike shop because it was such a hard lesson, but amazing lesson. Such a blessing, right? I'm so glad it happened and I'm so glad it failed. I learned so much from the bike shop, and I'm here to share it all with you. What I, again, realized that the bike shop smacked in the face with, you cannot just build it, right? You cannot just set up the perfect shop, colors, products, coffee, service, location, right? Even if you have the perfect location, people are not just going to show up. You have to go to them. So that really brings me to our how to get clients, right? I'm going to talk about that in a second. But what I want to reiterate is at that bike shop, we created a Facebook group because we needed people in our door like yesterday, right? So our town is very heavy in Facebook groups. You probably are in neighborhood Facebook groups for your town, for your neighborhood, for your city. And so we created a Facebook group. That was the first time I created a Facebook group. And we built this community for bike lovers and coffee lovers. You didn't have to, ride bikes to drink coffee, and you didn't have to drink coffee to ride bikes. But what is such a testament to that bike shop Facebook group is that here we are 10 years later. We closed the bike shop in 2016. 10 years later, there are still people getting together in that Facebook group going on bike rides. We initially started that group for events, right? Because we wanted to have bike rides. We wanted to have free, beer events, wine and beer events at the bike shop. And this was such a great way to build that community of loyal supporters. And that's what I believe most businesses can benefit from, a community of loyal supporters around your business, right? That want to be seen and heard and belong, right? I really think that is the nature of being human, especially women. I think women want to be in community with each other. We want to support each other. We want to be seen, heard, and belong. So I really think that is how a community, building a Facebook group, can really benefit your business. So right at the bike shop, of course, sadly, when we had to close, I turned it into my passion to help other women business owners because I felt like here I was, an island by myself, right? I want to share my knowledge so that other women don't have to close their doors. That is my mission in life, is that, like I said, we rise together, right? If I can share my knowledge and I can learn from other people, we can all move up, right? We can all grow together. And I really think that is what being in business and being online and being just a human on this earth is what we're here for. So I turned that into my passion to help other business owners. And here's what I will say, right? I spent years after the bike shop stuck in a posting and hoping. I forgot that lesson that Facebook groups are so valuable. Yes, I hung out in other Facebook groups, but I did not create my own Facebook group until 2024. So I spent years wasted. I wish I had started my Facebook group sooner. As soon as I started my Facebook group, right, that catapulted my business to a completely different level that I had never seen before. And that is the transformation I want to sell and I want to offer to you, right? Because that is such a game changer. The Facebook group, using it like a sales funnel. I wish I had known what I know now about Facebook groups. Had we known that back at the bike shop, I definitely think that could have changed our business. But I am so glad that didn't work out, because then I wouldn't be here with you. So I'm so excited to be here and helping women business owners move their business forward. If you are not getting leads every single day, I think the Facebook group is a gold mine, and it is the perfect way to get your people into your world. So we're going to talk about it. So to my 3 ways of getting more clients, the 3 easy ways. If you are not doing these 3 things, I think they are very easily overlooked. And we get stuck on maybe before even number 1, right? So the first one is you have to go to your audience. You cannot just build it and hope people show up. You cannot just post and hope the right thing lands on the right person. You cannot just post and hope. That is passive. That is a passive approach. You are far more powerful than that. Take your power back. You have the power to go to your audience. Go to them. Go to them, find them. Where are they hanging out, right? If they've shown a little interest, send them a message, right? Go to your audience. Hey, I loved your post on this. Comment on their stuff. Get them in your world. So that is number 1. You have to go to them. You cannot just sit and hope and wait for people to come to you. Customers are not coming, right? You have to go to them. Number 1, go to them. So many people get stuck in this because they're like, I guess I just post and hope, or that's all I have control over. I'm just gonna post. And if no one is responding to your post, often we think it must be something wrong with me. I must need to change my message, change my offer. It must not be landing. No, more than likely, people are not seeing your content, right? No one is seeing your content. If it's not converting, it is likely not that something's wrong with your content or your offer or your service. It is that you do not have enough eyeballs to even know what to change, right? So many businesses get stuck in this, well, I'll just perfect my content. I'll just start working on videos. I guess I need to be more consistent. I guess I need to do more of this thing that's not working. No, if it's not working, do not do more of that thing, right? You need to build connection. You need to build conversations. You need to build relationships. That is what is going to move the needle, not posting and hoping. So you have the power, right? Go to them, start a conversation. Start a conversation. Do not just wait for someone to reach out to you. Go to them. That is number one. Number two, this is, again, most people do not even get to number one, but most people are not doing number two. You need to warm them up. Your content is not warming people up. Your content is like a broadcast, right? Your content is just like, hey, it's me. Hey, it's the Christina Show. Here I am out here, right? I often say your profile, your social media profiles are not a community. Many people think they are building a community over there. You are not. It is the Christina Show. It is me. This is me. It's a broadcast, right? Most people are not interacting. It'd be great if you can get engagement, right? If you saw last week's video, we talked all about how to get more engagement on your social media profiles, but that is a broadcast, right? I would not put all your eggs in the broadcast basket. That is not building connection. That is just you telling the world about you and your offers and your services, right? Most people are not seeing that. And that is not what is converting. Content is not converting. You have got to find a way to get them into some type of container. To me, the easiest container is the Facebook group. If you can get them into some type of container, this is how you warm them up. You have to warm them up to your offers and services and to you, your personality, your style, your story, your perspective. Everyone has a unique perspective. If you think your niche is saturated, if you think the market is down, if you think the economy is bad, you are missing out because your unique perspective is needed by someone right now. Your unique perspective is important. Your message is important. You have got to find your people. You have to go to them and then they have to be warmed up. You have to warm them up. Most people are not going to see one post, click and buy, right? Notice your own habits. You're not clicking and buying unless it's something truly amazing, right? But if you saw it and clicked and bought, more than likely they spent thousands of dollars on those ads for you to have seen it. Most people are not seeing your content. So you have to warm them up, right? And if you think your content is warming them up, if they're not seeing one post, they're definitely not seeing your 5 posts that are going into more detail to warm them up, right? You have to get them into some type of container. So this is what I love about the Facebook group. The Facebook group not only qualifies your people, and we're going to talk more about that, but it gets them into your world in a way that your social media profile does not. Your social media profile is completely dependent on the algorithm. Completely dependent on the algorithm. And it can change tomorrow. And even if you go viral, right, it's for the silliest little thing and you can't repeat it. It is not about going viral and getting a bunch of followers. You could have 1,000 followers and not one person is seeing your post. That is so frustrating, right? You are completely dependent on the algorithm with your social media profiles. Your Facebook group is a completely different story. You have much more control. You have much more levers to pull for engagement as well as getting people into your world. It is much easier to grow actual leads every single day with a Facebook group. I would not call a follower a lead, right? Just because someone follows your page, that is not a lead. You need someone to take action and tell you how interested they are. And you can do that by getting them into your Facebook group and getting them to answer questions. So get them into some type of container and warm them up. You can use an email list for this as well if you don't want to use a Facebook group, but I really think it's hard with just email. I always include email as a part of my overall strategy because I think email is still valid, but I wouldn't, again, put all my eggs in that basket, right? I do think, and I wouldn't put all my eggs in the Facebook group basket, right? If Facebook shuts down tomorrow, you need to have something. You do not own your followers. You do not own your members. But your email list, that is the one thing that you own. So if you're not using your Facebook group to grow your email list, definitely that's something you are missing. You are missing a piece of building a business that is a sustainable, overall, comprehensive marketing strategy. So definitely the email list is a great place to nurture and warm up your audience, but that is getting them into your world. But you definitely want to be using the Facebook group as well, because that is the easiest way to pull these levers, get engagement, and get them to answer questions to learn more about your audience. I say too that the Facebook group is a great place for market research, right? If you feel like your content is not landing, ask your audience, right? Figure out what it is. Hey, I'm thinking of offering this freebie. What do you guys think? Which word resonates most with you? Which phrase? I'm thinking of changing my program to be called this. Which title resonates most with you, right? Or which of these problems is the worst right now, right? Ask your audience what it is that they are struggling with. Figure out what words they're using. They might be using different words than you are using. You know your problem, or you know your solution, right? They don't even know that they have the problem, more than likely, right? You have to lead them to this place where they can understand that they have this problem and that you are the solution. You have to lead them there. And that is what I think the Facebook group can really do, because it not only gets you to qualify your people coming in. You have zero control over your followers. To some extent, that might not be true, right? You can follow the right people and hope that they follow you back. But over on social media profiles, you cannot control necessarily who follows you. You don't know their intentions. You don't know how interested they are. If they saw you, thought you were a cute face, they liked your colors, whatnot, right? Inside your Facebook group, you get to qualify your people. This is the number one reason to use the Facebook group. All right, so you need them in a container to nurture them. The third easy way to get clients, and this is missed by so many, is follow up. You have to follow up, right? It is not that they ghosted you. They forgot, right? If they said, yes, I want your thing, and you sent them a message and they never responded, it wasn't that they weren't interested or that they're sick of you or that you were being spammy or that, right? They forgot. We're all busy, right? How many conversations have you started over in Messenger and forgotten all about? 1 million, right? Or in the DMs in Instagram, 1 million, right? They forgot. So follow up. You have to figure out a system of how to qualify who you're going to follow up with, right? You cannot follow up with just everybody. You have to figure out who your ideal client is and who specifically has this problem and where they are in their journey, right? They might have the problem, but they may not be quite ready for a solution yet, right? You got to figure it out. You got to figure out where they're at in their journey, how you can lead them to your solution to get the results that you offer. And this is going to happen in the DMs. This is going to happen in one-on-one conversations. It can start in the comments, right? Start in the comments inside your group and then lead them to your DMs. This is how it's going to build that one-on-one authority, that one-on-one genuine relationship with someone who has the problem that you offer the solution for. Okay, so those are the 3 easy ways. That's it. If you do these 3 things, you got to figure out, right, how that looks for your business. Number 1, go to them. Go to your audience. You got to figure out who your audience is. Go to them. Number 2, warm them up. You got to warm them up. They need many touches, right? Whether that's email, in your Facebook group, they are not seeing your content. Do not depend on your content to warm people up. That is a broadcast. That is an attention getter, right? They are not being warmed up by your content. Number 3, follow up. You've got to follow up. You have to go to them and follow up, right? They forgot all about you. They might have been very interested in your thing and then it's gone. You've got to follow up. So those are the 3 easy ways to get more clients. Now we're going to talk about how the secret sauce. We're going to really talk about my 5-step framework of how to grow a Facebook group. So the first step is really, we kind of touched on this, is G. So I call it my GROWS method, GROWS, GROWS. The first one is get clear on your audience. You have to know who your audience is in order to go to them, right? You have to get really clear. And many people feel like, oh, I've been over this. I've defined my audience. Yes, I get it. I would revisit that just about every year, right? Maybe more often, but definitely get clear on who it is you're serving, who has this problem, where they are at in their journey, how they feel about it, what symptoms specifically they are having, what problems they are specifically, what mindset do they have. You have to get really clear on your audience because that will change your messaging and how you talk to them, right? And how you decide who to talk deeper about, right? You don't want to spend a bunch of time on someone who is never going to move into your result or into your solution, or who is never going to buy into whatever it is that you offer. So get clear on your audience. G, get clear. Number 2, this is the right question. R, you have to ask the right questions. And what I mean by questions is your questions to qualify. Inside your Facebook group, you are allowed 3 membership entry questions. To me, this is the key to everything. This is the key to building a predictable lead system every single day. Your 3 entry questions should be a way to qualify your people, a way to get them to sign up for your newsletter. And then the third question should really be your next move. Do you want more? Do you want my free call, my free audit? Do you want this quick win? And that you can start it in the messenger, start it in the DMs, and then move them to a call if that's your sales process. But do you want more? Because if you had a bunch of people coming into your Facebook group and said yes to your free thing, wouldn't that change your world, right? That way, all you have to do is focus on getting people into your Facebook group, into your funnel, and whoever says yes, those are your hot leads. You only follow up with the yeses. That's it. But you're qualifying the people who are getting into your Facebook group. You don't just want anybody. You are getting them to sign up for your email list, and then you are asking, do they want more? Do they want more from you? And if they say yes, boom, that's your hot lead. So that is number 2, the right questions. GR, right questions. The third step in my Facebook group framework is O, other Facebook groups. Many of you are in other Facebook groups. You're in my Facebook group, right? Use other Facebook groups very strategically. Not every group is created equal. You don't want to be in a bunch of spammy groups. If they have 20,000 people in that group and no one is commenting on the posts, that's a spammy group. People are just dropping their stuff and leaving. You don't want to drop links and then just leave, right? You want people to engage. You want to look for engaging groups that have a lot of members. It could be a smaller group, maybe 1,000 members, right? But it is highly engaging. Those are the groups you want to be in. Those are going to get you more eyeballs. So use other Facebook groups strategically and promote your Facebook group, right? I see this so much. If there's one promote below post, people are like, okay, today I'm going to send them to Instagram. Today I actually want to send them to my newsletter. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to just send them to my offer, right? That is way too scattered. People are not getting a clear message where to start. Where's your top of the funnel, right? Get them to your Facebook group. And here's the secret sauce. Facebook loves to keep you on Facebook. Tag your Facebook group when you're commenting in other Facebook groups. Tag at Mompreneurs to Millionaires, at whatever the name of your Facebook group is, rather than copy and share the URL. And don't just copy your website, right? Facebook is not going to want to send people off of Facebook. Keep it on Facebook. Send them to your Facebook group. This is your funnel. They answer your 3 questions. Boom, you got a hot lead. This is the secret sauce. So tag your group and use other Facebook groups. So that is G, get clear on your audience, ask the right questions for entry into your membership, and O, use other Facebook groups. The fourth one is W, use warm DMs. And this is how you start warm DMs. I do not propose cold DMs, right? If you meet someone, if you friend request someone and immediately send them a DM that says, hey, you want to buy my thing? I guarantee that's not going to fly, right? I get those all day. Who gets those, right? We all get those spammy DMs. That is not encouraging us to buy. I do not get a link from someone if I do not know your name and buy something. Never. I'm never going to buy that thing. If you just met me and you send me a DM and send me a link, I'm not going to click. I'm not going to click, and I'm not going to buy for sure. Warm me up, start a conversation, right? And it would have landed so much more if I had said, yes, I wanted that link. If I already said, yes, I wanted that link, I'm expecting that link. But if I did not, and we just messaged and I had not said yes to something, I'm not going to click on that thing. So get people to say yes to something, yes to your freebie, and then send it in the DMs. That's a warm DM because they said yes to something. Or if they were interested in a post that you had, right, you could start a warm conversation, but I would always let them take the first action. They might just even like a post, right? If they liked your post, to me, that's a little bit more of a warm DM. You could message them and say, hey, I saw that you were interested in my post on this. Where are you at in your journey with wellness, with business, with mindset, or whatever that is? I'm sharing more free resources over in my Facebook group. Come on over. So W is warm DM. Definitely that fourth step is the warm DM. I definitely don't propose cold DMs, but you want to find different opportunities to send them a warm DM. Something that they've already said yes to, they're already in your world. More than likely, they are already in your Facebook group. This is the most ideal spot for them to have said yes to something. Yes, I signed up for your email newsletter. Yes, I wanted your free audit, your free call, or whatever. They are expecting you to send them a message. That is a warm DM. They've already said yes to something. That is the key to starting genuine conversations and warm DMs. And the last step to my 5-step framework is S, slay engagement, right? We talked all about this last week. You've got to get engagement. It is not enough to just be posting and hoping and no one is liking or commenting. If no one is liking or commenting, more than likely, no one is seeing your posts. Right? I see this all the time with videos. People are getting views, right? And here's the thing about views that I think if you're chasing views on your video, it is not that I don't think 100 or 300 people are actually seeing your video. That's just a false sense of hope. You might have shown up in their feeds, right? Your video might have shown up in their feeds. It doesn't mean they stopped. It doesn't even mean they scrolled by. You just showed up in their feed. So you are not getting 300 eyeballs. That is a very false, I think, a false sense of hope. It is a statistic that they give you because they can, but it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean you're getting 300 eyeballs. So yes, you might have lurkers, you might have people who are not engaging that might still see your stuff, maybe a few, but it's definitely not as many as you think. And you have to give them a reason to take action. So you need to work on slaying engagement. So we talked all about this last week. I think the key to slaying engagement, especially in your Facebook group, is to ask more questions. Ask questions. Get to know your audience. What is their problem? Do they like pizza? Do they like pasta? Do they like dogs? Do they like cats? Like, ask your audience. Make it fun, right? But also ask them about the symptoms and the problems that they have that you can offer the solution for. Ask more questions. So that's really the key to engagement. All right, so that was my grows method. I would love to hear what jumped out at you, if any of those steps you're already doing, if you've already tried, or if you have any specific questions on that method, definitely feel free to message me or drop a comment below. I would love to answer some questions. So that is, I think, the easiest way to get more clients, and you can start this today. It doesn't have to take a long time. Posting on social media is a long game, right? Like I said, you could waste years. I spent years just posting and hoping, thinking if I just get enough traction, if I just get enough followers, if I just get enough likes and comments, eventually it'll all kind of snowball, right? It never did. It never panned out. I needed to go to them. I needed to change my strategy. I needed to change my mindset. I needed to have a whole new way of thinking about reaching my customers. It was not about posting and hoping. I had to go to them. I had to find a way to warm them up and use the Facebook group as my funnel, and then build those relationships and follow up. Follow up. They forgot about you. Follow up, right? That is the easiest way to start these conversations and build your client base, because it is not that people are going to see one post and buy, unfortunately, right? I wish it were that easy. All right, I think that is it for today. So if you are at all interested in this 5-step framework, if you are on the fence of whether you need a Facebook group or you've already started a Facebook group, but it is dead, it is quiet, you need to get it reinvigorated again, I have my VIP challenge that is just $27. It is 5 videos based on this 5-step framework that I will send you in Messenger, and then we will talk about it over in Messenger, how to apply it to your specific business. So it's a great intro to how I work and my framework. If you're at all interested, just say VIP below. Like I said, it's just $27, and you get me in your back pocket for 5 days. Customized strategy, applying my 5-step method to your specific business. So if that's something you're interested in, just say VIP below. I would love to reach out to you and help you move your Facebook group forward and help you create this funnel, because it's really a sales funnel, right? You don't need followers. You don't need likes. You need clients, right? You need sales. You need paid clients. So that is the key. That is always the goal of this comprehensive approach. We can use all the pieces that you've already started, but getting people to your Facebook group, we can use your Instagram, we can use your TikTok, we can use your Pinterest, whatever pieces you've already created, a website, a freebie, whatever that looks like, we can get it all working together, because that is what is going to build this comprehensive strategy that is going to actually move your business forward. So if you have any questions about any of those pieces, but mainly if you're interested in that Facebook group strategy, I would love to help you start getting clients today, because today is how you are going to move the needle. You do not need a strategy for next week. You do not need a strategy that's going to not work until 90 days, right? You need to start getting clients today. And this is the easiest and quickest way, is starting a Facebook group and getting people to say yes today. That is what is going to move your business forward the fastest. So I'd love to help you get there. Like I said, you're not meant to do this alone. I am here to help you through this. Of course, every little piece is a little more nuanced. My 5-step framework, right? Every business is specific and customized. So we have to figure out how to apply it to your business. But there's definitely an easier way than, I guarantee, what you have been doing. It is not about creating more content and spinning your wheels trying to figure out which content is going to land, what offer is going to land. You need to get your people. Build an audience first, because if you build your website, if you build your offer, if you build your social media platforms first, and hope people will come, you may be waiting a very long time. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to waste years. I want you to start getting clients today. All right, thanks so much for sticking around. I think that is it for today. I will just leave you with one more little tidbit, right? I really believe community is far more important than content. I do not think putting your message out there and fine-tuning your message is what is going to get you clients. It is about building a community of loyal supporters around your business. I think that is what's going to move the needle way quicker. So I'd love to talk to you more about that. Feel free to just say VIP below if you're interested in that, or if you're just interested in overall strategy, you can say strategy below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll